Hello, friends. Welcome back to the bench. Today, we're going to take a look at this professional, supposedly, legendary vocal condenser microphone with patented audio reference compounding for crystal clear sound. Of course, all of that is nonsense. So this is the device that I purchased for about $33. Hoping that maybe it won't suck too much. It did. Actually, it didn't work. So I initiated a return because I bought it through eBay. I initiated a return because the device is not working. They sent me a link to the manual just to make sure that I'm using it right. Fair enough. But to which I just told them, sorry, but I already packed it up and it's ready to be shipped back to you. They just gave me a refund and said, yeah, you can just throw it in the trash. Okay, so if you don't care about it, then let's see what we can do about it. The problem with it, I actually already fixed in the box. The problem was that it wasn't connecting to the computer, and sure enough, there was just poor soldering on the port. That was the whole issue. And actually, there's very not much inside this device that we can potentially fix. So soldering is pretty much the only thing that I can fix in this device. Um, we have so this is what it actually. Let's put you guys over here. There. There. So this is what it looks like. We have sound effect tones, whatever, in the monitor controls, the microphone and the echo potentiometer, the bass treble. I don't know what tape is, and music is probably the Bluetooth. And we have a whole bunch of sound effects, which are completely awful, and we'll find out why in a second. So this is metal. This is Bluetooth antenna. Right. So very poor choice of placing Bluetooth antenna, especially when you have no external antenna. So this is supposedly patented. Uh, I wouldn't patent this because, yeah, just for comparison. Let's see, is the pile gonna? Yeah, the pile is much bigger, much heavier. It has external microphone, the antenna for Bluetooth, um, and the actual real potentiometers. These are like kind of tiny, fake. Um, yeah, and the actual interface, not USB micro. All right. Okay. And people complain about the pile equipment. There's, as you can see, there are worse things than pile. Okay, now it is supplied by one lithium. Is it lithium? I don't even know if it's lithium battery or it doesn't say. So this could be anything. I would expect it to be lithium, but since there's no markings on it whatsoever, this could be anything. This could be cadmium. Okay, let's just keep it here. Now the whole device is this chip, which is a 16 megabit flash. This MCU, we don't know what it is because the markings are not the factory markings of the chip. It's something else written on it. And analog to digital converter. And that's pretty much it. Crystal, and there's nothing more on the board. So the USB on the computer connects directly to the MCU. Not even a resistor, nothing, just direct connection. Not that it's wrong, but it's kind of weird. I haven't seen that. That's some patent, right? The charging port, we have charging right next to the computer, right? Check this out. Be aware that the soldering is gonna be awful on it, but that's not our main problem. Okay, let's. I need to use something because my scope is too high. Okay, there. So this is our MCU, right? Markings are G33, G53, B2AP. I didn't even check whether it comes with anything. This is our SPI flash, 16 megabit, which means that those sound effects are like crappy quality. Absolutely crappy quality. Everything over here seems like it hasn't been heated up enough. Like take a look at these. Right, everything is soldered like it was just gently gently placed on the solder and barely melted. All the solder is shiny, so it definitely hasn't been overheated, but it could be that it wasn't heated long enough. So the problem that I've identified is over here. I did a little bit of damage over here. Come on, yeah, on the board. Get the pointer. So this is my damage when I was working on it. That's the ground. We don't care about this one. This is our data and clock. I don't know which one's which. And yeah, and this is V plus. So this is where we get 5 volts from the computer. But our 5 volts is not connected. Okay. Our 5 volts is not connected. It's connected to the next port over, which is appropriately called charging. So for some reason, this resistor over here has not been installed. And this actually shouldn't even be a resistor, I wouldn't think, because there's already a resistor over here, 1 ohm, right? So we don't need another one, so here I'm just gonna bridge it, because at the moment, if you connect it to the computer and the battery is not on, then the device is not gonna turn on. It needs to be powered from the battery. Now, why would you power this device from the battery? There's actually an excellent reason why you would want a device like this to be powered from the battery, is to reduce the noise. And when you're working with microphones, and you probably fully aware how annoying it is when there's this buzzing in the microphone. So powering it up from the battery gets rid of that, because you're not gonna get any cleaner power source than the battery. But you're connecting it to the computer, so you're still getting the ground from the computer. And if the source of buzzing is your computer, then just get a better PSU. It's it's usually the PSU problem, not the computer problem, but it could be. So basically, search for reasons why that buzzing is there. By the way, here I have two screws. One was here, one was here. And it's designed for four screws. One, two, three, four. Five actually. Five screws. So out of five screws, only two are actually installed. And there's a whole bunch of components missing, right? Like some capacitors, some transistor, that kind of stuff. Whole bunch of things are not soldered, like only partially soldered, right? Um, like, oh, go up, there you go. All right, so this is completely not soldered. It's soldered on one side. The flux hasn't been removed, right? It is an NC flux, I would guess. It kind of looks like it, but still, why would you not want to clean the flux? And there's like tons of it left over everywhere. So yeah, definitely patented device. But okay, shall we see how it works? If it works. So if I connect it to a computer port, since we don't have that resistor or that bridge over there, it's not gonna turn on. So for now, let's just use the battery. Um, let's turn it on. There. And I'm gonna try to switch to this microphone, we'll see. But you can see the buzzing over here going to 90, whatever, 95 right now. It'll go all the way to 90. And yesterday I had huge buzzing on this channel, the other channel, and for some reason now it's gone. Could it be? Hmm. What could it be? Oh, there you go. Look at this. There you go. Okay, that's what I was seeing yesterday. See? So it's now we have constant buzzing. This should be awful sound. Let's try to add it. Um, what was it? The name of it, V8S. Okay, so now you hear me through the V8S mic. And I can see already that the buzzing is going to be horrible. But, so I kept touching it, and that caused the buzzing, but the buzzing disappeared before. Now it's low. Okay, so this is like the soldering job on these. Now look at that. And that would be not bad. Yeah, you can barely hear some buzzing in one channel. That would be relatively easy to get rid of. But why does it come and go? Right now it's worse. And I just tap it. so it's crappy back. So imagine that during the recording, your buzzing level goes way up. Okay, back to the professional microphone. The professional microphone. Um, let's see. Okay, we are back. Let's confirm we have mic. Okay, and this is the microphone. It comes with the stand and everything, and uh, this little cover. You know what I'm talking about, right? Uh, the foam uh, there. Yeah, that looks much better. Not golden microphone. But imagine you're recording, and suddenly you get this buzzing, right? And I don't know what I'm, how I'm causing it. I just touch it here, tap it here, just move over here, and suddenly buzzing is there. Then I keep touching it again, and the buzzing goes away. So that's poor connections, crappy connections, poor soldering, and this is supposedly patented. What would you even patent here? The contents of your MCU? If so, then let's take a look. But the sound quality when you press these, the sound quality is awful, absolutely awful. And no wonder there's many of them, and we only have 16 megabits on this little memory chip. So obviously you can't keep high quality sound on it. 16 megabits, well, it's gonna be like few megabytes, literally few megabytes. So yeah, nothing too. You're not gonna get high quality sound from it, or a high quality recording on it. And the sound you're getting from this is absolute crap. Absolute crap. I don't even know what I would use this for. Um, the downside of the microphone I'm using right now is that it's battery powered. So if I want to do a podcast or meet someone, I'll just do like a session, say 2 hour session, 3 hour session. This microphone will just die, and I have no means of, I have no other microphone connected to this computer. And that's why this was supposed to be my microphone, but I don't want to have one microphone for recording and the other one for purposes like these. So where do I get good microphone? Or actually, maybe the microphone is not too bad. I don't know. It didn't work when I connected it directly to the computer, but it obviously does work over here, and you probably could hear me from it. I didn't actually test it what the sound quality would be, but it looks like it's working. But where do I get the device that doesn't cause any hum in the speakers? The sound is relatively clean, not like artificially cleaned. You know what I mean? Like sounds like like you're underwater, because that removes the buzzing and humming and all that stuff. But how do other people do it? I have no idea. If you guys have some suggestion on where to get the equipment, something like this that I can connect to the computer, um, or something else, I don't know, something that I can connect to the computer, connect my microphone. I don't want to hear any buzzing, and I want to hear a nice, clean sound. If you guys know where to get that, that'd be awesome. Now let's disconnect all this stuff. Disconnect our battery. And actually, before we do, let's charge it. Charging goes here. And I have 5 volts over here. And let's connect this guy over here. And it's pulling 100 milliamps. Half a watt. Interesting. Half a watt. And if we disconnect the battery, we drop to 42.2 watts. So 0.2 watts is what the device consumes, and the rest is charging. As you can see, there's no really a charging circuit or anything. There's one transistor over there, and that's pretty much it. The supply voltage just goes directly to the battery. No charging circuit, no overcharging protection, not even a charging control, nothing. Over current, over voltage, nothing. So, what exactly was patented here? The MCU and the flash and the few potentiometers. That was the patent on it. Uh, well, I know what you're gonna say. What did you expect for $33? Actually, I was hoping I would get something that at least works. Yeah, sure. I wasn't expecting a nice build quality, although the cable on the microphone, connection here. Normally on cheap microphones, this is USB type A, type B. the printer, the printer port. This one's actually very nice. So yeah, the microphone seems pretty good quality. This obviously is a crappy quality, like as crappy as it gets. It doesn't get crappier than this. Like really, it doesn't get worse than this. And this is probably the lowest I've seen, the lowest possible, and still being able to work. But at least I thought at least it would work, right? Because there's nothing preventing it from working correctly, right? It probably just needs more components. Like maybe these caps were needed here for that buzzing to go away. Maybe better grounding, better soldering. So this could be a device, a good device, and that's what I was expecting, like something that would at least work. And this just right out of the box, it just plainly wouldn't work, and then it was just buzzing. So yeah, that's what I expected for $33. Instead, I have it for $0. But that also tells you, how much could this device cost. This must be like the cheapest stuff ever. I don't know. Because say the microphone was, the cost of microphone was about $20 maybe. So you're left with $11 budget for this one. And there's got to be enough meat on the bone for someone to actually want to sell it, right? Import it from China and sell it over here. So the value of this device as sold is probably close to $5. It's terrifying how cheap you can make stuff. Absolutely terrifying. Too bad it doesn't work though. The pile that you see underneath the desk, um, that one I think was around $30 new. Well, that one I obviously got broken. But I bought another one that was new, and I think it was around $20 or $30. So you can make real devices within that budget, or a little higher budget. This one is on the absolute lowest budget, but it could have been such a nice device. Well, for now, it is going in the garbage because I can't use it. But maybe, I don't know, if I have time, I might go over these solderings and see if I can figure out what's causing that buzzing. Why does it appear and disappear depending on where I touch it? And maybe I just need to connect better ground to it, and that will fix the issue, or at least reduce it. But it was still on the left channel. It was still slightly buzzing. So either way, that's probably never gonna be my recording rig. But for live, doing it live, it's maybe, but probably probably not. If you guys know of any, you can suggest some equipment, some audio equipment for YouTubing. Definitely drop it in the comments. I've been trying to find something that works for me for about a year now, and I went through quite a few microphones, quite a few solutions, and so far I haven't been very much satisfied. Actually, this one that I'm using right now, this little fella, this is the first one that actually gets the job done. There's no buzzing in the background. The sound is not sanitized as it would be from other microphones. It's slightly sanitized, but you can barely hear it. The only problem, it's wireless, and that's why there is no buzzing. It's wireless, it's battery powered, no interference from the supply. But on the other hand, it's not too practical for long periods. And when it turns off, it's not even going to tell you, hey, my battery is low, I'm turning off. No, it's just going to turn off, and the rest of your video is going to be soundless. So yeah, if you know of something, definitely let me know. This is our V8S crap. Let's just put it where it belongs. I'm not even gonna say, well, I'm gonna save these screws. Oh. But other than that, yeah, that can go in the trash as well. Microphone, I think I'm gonna keep the microphone. Yeah, it's the same one as the other one I'm using on my other computer. All right, fellas, thank you very much for watching. I hope this was at least a little bit entertaining, because there is very little value in that video. At least now you know not to buy this device, or at least be aware what you're getting, right? Because it can be used for something, just not what I wanted to use it for. And I shall see you guys in the next one.